You have been secretly sabotaging your own English for years, and you do not even know it. There is a silent, exhausting trap hiding inside your mind right now that completely freezes your mouth. Today, we are going to expose it and finally set your voice free. Imagine this. You are standing right in front of someone. They just asked you a simple question. Your heart starts beating faster. You know the exact words. They are trapped somewhere deep inside your head, but your mouth completely refuses to open. The silence gets longer. The embarrassment slowly creeps up your neck. You feel like a helpless prisoner inside your own mind. Why does a language you have studied for years suddenly feel like a locked cage? Why do the words disappear when you need them the most? If you have ever felt this terrible silent panic, I want you to know that you are not alone, and this video is going to give you the exact key to break out. Before we unlock that door together, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Your support gives us the motivation to keep creating these videos that truly help you grow. Welcome back to Glaze English. I am so glad you are walking this path with me today. Let us talk about what really happens in that awful moment of silence. Your brain is not empty. In fact, it is working much too hard. It is running a hidden, exhausting routine. First, you hear the words and immediately pull them back into your native language. Then, you build your response in your native language. Next, you slowly translate that response into English. Finally, you frantically check the grammar before you even dare to make a sound. This is the mental translation loop. It feels normal because this is how we were all taught in school. But this four-step process is the exact reason you are stuck. You are treating your brain like a heavy machine, carrying the massive weight of two languages at the exact same time. It drains your energy. It completely destroys your confidence. But fluent speakers share a powerful secret. They do not have a faster translation machine. They simply skip the translation entirely. Today, I want to show you how to stop being a slow translator and start being a natural speaker. We are going to change how you think. To break that exhausting mental loop, we have to rebuild how our minds process the world around us. The first step is to stop translating and start naming. We must train our brains to see reality entirely in English. And the secret here is to start incredibly small. I call these micro thoughts. Do not try to construct a long, perfect paragraph in your head. Instead, look at the physical world right in front of you. When I step outside early in the morning, maybe walking through the orchard or checking the animals, I just look around and silently name what I see. I see a mango tree. The leaves are wet. The water pump is running. It feels almost too simple, does it not? But this tiny habit is profoundly powerful. By naming ordinary objects, you are building a direct bridge between your eyes and the English language. You are teaching your brain that English is not just ink in a textbook. It is a living tool to describe your actual reality. Once your brain starts seeing the world in English, we must move to the second step, which is where so many learners stay trapped. You must train your mouth to speak. Notice that I said your mouth, not your mind. We often forget that speaking is a physical action. Your tongue, your lips, and your voice need physical exercise just like any muscle in your body. You cannot build strength by simply watching someone else lift weights, and you cannot speak smoothly if you only listen. You have to do the physical work yourself. We begin this training with simple sentence bursts. Say short phrases out loud. I am ready. I feel good. I am opening the door. Do not worry if your grammar is not perfect. I used to let the fear of a tiny mistake keep me completely silent, but I finally realized that accuracy comes later. Right now, we only care about speed and courage. When you force your mouth to create these sounds every day, you build physical momentum. Soon, your lips will learn to move safely before your brain even has time to doubt. Once your mouth starts building that physical confidence, the next vital move is to take English completely out of your study room and weave it directly into your everyday life. The fatal mistake we make is treating this language like an academic subject. We open a book, we study hard for an hour, we close the book, and then we immediately switch back to our native tongue. To gain real fluency, English must become the living soundtrack of your daily routine. You have to think in action and describe your day as it unfolds. For example, as I start my morning, I tell myself, I am going to check on the geese now. When my wife and I are busy working around the farm, I might simply think, she is helping so much today. Walking through the mangosteen orchard, I let my mind observe the weather and the trees entirely in English. When you tie the language to these real physical routines, your brain forms deep, lasting memories. It stops feeling like forced homework and finally starts feeling like your actual life. As you bring English into these daily moments, you will discover the next massive secret on this journey. You must stop learning single words. For years, we are taught to memorize vocabulary strictly word by word. Then, when we try to speak, we frantically search our mental dictionary for each individual piece, trying to glue them together with complicated grammar rules. That is exactly why we pause, stumble, and panic. Fluent speakers absolutely do not build sentences from zero every single time. They think in chunks. They use ready-made groups of words. Instead of learning the word feed and the word animals, learn the complete phrase. I need to feed the animals. Instead of isolated words for delaying a task, absorb the whole pattern. I will do it later. I strongly encourage you to build your own personal phrase bank. Write down 10 simple phrases you actually use every single day at your job or around your house. Practice them out loud as one smooth, unbroken sound. When you switch from the slow, robotic word method to the natural phrase method, a heavy burden lifts off your tired mind. Your speech starts to flow smoothly because the puzzle is already put together for you. With your phrase bank ready, you must take the bravest step of all to truly bring those words to life. You must speak them out loud every single day, even when no one else is in the room. I know exactly how tempting it is to practice silently, because reading quietly or listening with headphones on feels so incredibly safe. Inside our own heads, we never mispronounce a word and we never stutter. But my friends, I learned the hard way that fluency simply cannot survive in the dark, quiet corners of our minds. You have to give your English a physical voice. I want to challenge you to try mirror practice. Stand in front of your mirror, look yourself directly in the eyes, and say something simple like, "I am practicing my English today, and I am getting better." The first time I did this, I felt absolutely ridiculous. But slowly, a shift happens. You finally start seeing yourself as a real English speaker, not just a silent student. To make that voice sound natural, however, speaking is not enough. You need the right input. This is where the magic of the shadowing technique comes in. You cannot produce beautiful English if you never listen to it. But I do not mean just listening passively while doing chores. I mean active, focused copying. Whenever I watch an educational video or listen to a story, I listen closely to the characters. If there is a character named Leo, for example, I pay deep attention to how Leo speaks. I listen to his rhythm, the pauses he takes, and the emotion in his voice. Then, I pause the video and try to become him. I repeat his exact sentence, trying to perfectly match his tone and energy. When you shadow a native speaker like this, you are temporarily borrowing their confidence until you can build your own. It bypasses all the boring grammar rules and directly downloads the music of the language into your brain. Do not let the fear of making a mistake keep your mouth shut. Mistakes are proof that you are fighting for your fluency, while silence only guarantees that you will stay exactly where you are. Once you have built that confidence by practicing out loud and shadowing native speakers, you must prepare for the ultimate test, the unexpected conversation. You can talk to a mirror all day, but when an international manager suddenly walks up to you at the plant and asks a direct question, your heart drops. You freeze because you have never trained for the speed of a real, unpredictable human interaction. A real conversation does not wait for you to draft a perfect essay in your head. It demands an immediate response. To build this fast reflex, you must practice self-questioning drills. When I am alone, I imagine a colleague asking me, "How is the new project going?" or "What are you working on today?" Then, I force myself to answer out loud instantly. The biggest trap we fall into during these moments is trying to sound too smart. I used to try to give these long, complicated answers to impress people. but I would just get completely tangled in my own words. I quickly learned that a short, clear sentence delivered immediately is 100 times better than a long, messy one that takes 10 agonizing seconds to start. Keep your answers incredibly simple. Simplicity creates speed, and speed builds genuine confidence. My friends, fluency is not a magical destination reserved only for perfect people. It is a daily physical habit. It is built in the quiet moments of your morning, in the small phrases you repeat, and in the brave choice to speak even when your grammar is completely broken. I want to leave you with one final challenge. Right now, as soon as this video ends, ask yourself one question in English and answer it out loud immediately. Do not wait for tomorrow. Your journey to natural speaking starts the moment you finally open your mouth. Looking back at everything we have shared today, I realize that for so long we have treated English like a massive, unbreakable wall we had to climb over. We truly believed that if we just memorized enough difficult grammar rules or passed enough advanced exams, someone would eventually hand us the magic key to fluency. But the deepest lesson I have learned on this personal journey is that fluency is never a final destination or a perfect test score. It is a daily way of living. Language is not a wall to climb. It is simply a bridge we build to connect our hearts and minds with other human beings. When we actively choose to stop the exhausting translation loop, when we train our physical mouths to speak simple phrases out loud, and when we completely let go of the fear of making mistakes, we stop fighting the language. We finally allow it to become a natural part of who we are. The true breakthrough happens the exact moment you realize that your voice deeply deserves to be heard, even if your vocabulary is small or your sentences are brief. How can you apply this profound lesson to your life right now? Do not wait until you have a perfect study space or a free hour. Tomorrow morning, when you are driving to your job, walking through your garden, or simply making a quiet cup of tea before your family wakes up, warmly invite English into that specific moment. Name the ordinary things you see. Describe exactly how the cool morning air feels on your face. Let the language live inside the normal, messy, and beautiful parts of your actual day, not just hidden away in your textbooks. If you build this small, brave habit every single day, your fear will slowly melt away, and your true, confident voice will naturally step forward. I would love to hear from you now. What is one simple daily action you do that you can start describing in English from today? Please share your thoughts down in the comments so we can all read and learn from each other. If you felt a connection to this message, please subscribe to Glaze English. Your support gives us the passion and energy to keep creating more videos to help you on this beautiful journey. Thank you so much for your time, and keep speaking.